Welcome to a stream with Lou on The Real Hustler. Welcome back. It has been a couple of weeks, way longer than the trip that I was meant to be on. We had a number of issues over the last couple of weeks. Some of that's to do with computer stability, which wasn't actually to do with this game, but did affect this game very slightly. But this game itself has got quite a fundamental number of issues with it at the moment, especially with at least my setup. I have come up with or found a fix that seems to have resolved a lot of the, say, crashing. Sticking is a sense, because it's not actually crashing, it's all to do with the battle eye, and the battle eye is certainly fighting my setup. So let me just adjust some of these volumes, because it's about right. So yeah, we've had the number of issues, let's say, over the last couple of weeks, and I didn't want to stream while I experienced most of those issues. So the game still does have some slight problems, but on the majority of it, it's kind of half resolved. I took away a lot of the big issues of it. So I actually am currently in the progress at the moment, because I am slightly behind where I should be today. That's partially because of the football transfer market closing today, and I wanted to watch what was going on with that and keep in news with that. But yeah, just generally there is like so much going on, and that's not going to have enough room, which is difficult. So effectively what I'll be doing today on today's stream is I'm going to finish packing up Deep Desert Base. We are actually in the middle. I am actually in the middle of building a carrier. As you're probably all aware by now, they are changing the mechanics around the carrier, and at some point soon, not in the next patch, but hopefully sometime down the line, but sooner rather than later, they will be bringing in the ability for the carrier to carry a container, of which I hope has a very big storage capacity, which means that rather than having to go out a million times like I currently have to do myself, yeah, you're about to make one trip and carry everything in that container. So yeah, plan is to build that, and I'm about halfway through at the moment of building that. I also have all of the spice minerals required now for the large spice refinery and the large ore refinery, so we are actually in a really good position now to do anything we want to be able to do, and we do it at top efficiency. Just need to I also take the buggy out there as well, so I built the buggy. Well, the buggy that we had, I take out there every week now. Is effectively the well, yeah, you see there, Mark III buggy chassis with like Mark V pieces. However, there is also a Mark VI piece that I've also got, which I recently built the cutter array Mark VI, and that's so that because they've made the changes to having all the metal ore and that on the actual wall in the deep desert, and I'll take this out there because this thing mines way more efficiently than even a Mark VI cutter array does, or the handheld one. So I now use the buggy to do all of this because it's just obviously more effective and more efficient, and You know what I'm like? Top efficiency. So yeah, that's a Mark 6 cut array at the top there, which makes mining just a million times better. So you see Mark 6. It really does make a huge difference. It makes things a lot better when it comes to that mining side of things. And obviously, as you can now do it all on the wall. Yeah, I don't know how players managed when they were having to do this in a deep desert, because I've realised that you need a lot of platinum in order to be able to build all this Mark 6 stuff. And yeah, even with that buggy, it takes a while. Partially as well, also because you need water, and yeah, I do make quite a bit of water out in the deep desert, but probably not as much as I should do. Off these. Make sure I'm empty before I go back. Because we'll be doing runs, and those runs need to be maximum efficiency in order to be able to get everything we need. Not that. All the stuff on this top row is effectively stuff that goes out to the deep desert most of the time, not all the time. I always say I won't take everything out, but I always end up by the time the week goes on, all this stuff ends up going back out, which makes today on a Monday a nightmare because I've got to bring this all back, and it takes several runs just to bring back all the stuff that's in containers. And I've heard guilds moaning about how hard it is, but now I really get what they're going on about, because I'm a solo and I'm not building a huge base while I'm out there, but the base I do have out there does give me everything. And yeah, the actual large refineries for the spice and for the ore, they both combined literally take up 2 assault ornithopters and my own backpack full in order to be able to just get those components back. So that's just 2 runs for like 2 of those blue ions. Doesn't include all the other extra runs I need to do for like emptying the containers, because I end up coming out here and going, oh, but I need to make this and I need these components, and it's just like by the end I just kind of give up not trying to bring things out. I just bring things out, because if I'm doing a run, I just bring out as much as I can. But then yeah, it just makes it harder on a Monday. Can't wait for them to change it. There is a good improvement they'll be making actually when they bring out the next patch. So even though they're not bringing out the container in the next patch, they are changing the container or the capacity of the assault copter. So at the moment this will carry 1,000. That will double and it'll be 2,000 with a few more slots. Not a huge amount more slots, but a few more slots, which means that'll make it way better. It's like at least half the amount of trips. Can't wait to get to the like 0 amount of trips. Like just do 1 trip and that's it. But yeah, and that's the whole reason of building a carrier, so that as soon as that comes along, I can utilize it, because I do like to come out to the desert and build the base out here. There is also problems around the base at the moment with the replicator. The replicator it's broke at the moment. Well, it's broke if you push the boundaries, as you might see tomorrow, unless they've hot fixed it, which I have raised the support ticket with Funcom about this, and I'm not the only person that's experiencing it. There are others like me who have pushed the boundaries, I would say. When I say push the boundaries, like if you don't use the advanced console, then you can effectively probably make one with the normal console and put down an advanced console, and because you have the extra room, it lets you build it. But when you've got something like what I've got, where it literally is squeaky up to the edges of everything, It does, yeah, it does let you. You can put it down. You don't get any red, but when you try and confirm the blueprint or confirm the placement, it won't let you place it, and it comes up with like a little square thing in the middle. Really kind of weird. It's like there's an error there, but there's no error. So it's clearly a bug, and I've also managed to replicate it. Actually, just trying to place another object that wasn't even a like replicator blueprint, where you go to place something and put the mark down, and you can fill it later, and then gone to fill it, and it won't let you with that, and it came up with the same sort of error thing. So there's clearly some sort of bug in and around that at the moment, which is annoying because this is the new base design. So welcome to version 3 of the base. I decided to actually change it quite a bit, mainly to do with the fact that, yeah, this is where the big spice refinery goes, and next to here, this is where the large war refinery goes. I changed it like this because obviously I've got a buggy now, so I needed somewhere, a garage for the buggy, so it just made sense to do it like this. And obviously we're not up on the rocks anymore as such. We're down so that we can actually get the buggy and let out and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got literally one of everything now. So we've got the advanced vehicle, the advanced garment, obviously the water container things, the advanced survival thing, and the advanced weapon, and then all the rest of the stuff we had before. So yeah, we literally do have one of everything now. I think I'm at the stage now where I can start to break down my other parts. So I firstly broke these down because these take up so much room. Actually, I think I might still have tons of stuff in there right now, haven't I? Because I've only done one run. Oh no, maybe I did 2 runs. Can't even remember anymore. Feels like I've done so many runs. Should just so I'm hoping we can kind of do this and get as much as I can done. Oh, already. Use half the stream to try and finish this off, because we are running this later than I'd really like the stream. I'd normally do 8, and I did set it to 8, and then realised actually no, I need to watch the transfer days, and the transfer window shut at 7. Those that aren't interested or aware of what I'm referring to, I'm referring to football. I'm a big football fan. I support Liverpool for my sins. Okay. Let's follow one. All these components, like, it's just it'd be good if you could just not have to do this every week in some ways. Like I said I didn't mind doing this every week, but I think after you've done it like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, it kind of starts getting a bit annoying to have to do this. More of the fact that it's just a pain in the ass bringing everything out here and then back there, and all because they want to reset the desert once a week. Feels like they've been lazy enough. They obviously want to keep things fresh, but so annoying. Hope you like the funky music as well. We've got some Assassin's Creed music. Did actually think I turned. Actually, no. I did turn the music off before the game, but I've just realised that I had to reinstall the game, and this is the fix. This is the fix that fixes the battle thing. Is literally to do a literally clean install. And what I found is, yeah, you might sometimes every time they do a patch, I might have to do this clean reinstall, which is really annoying if I'm honest, because I actually have to. There's a load of custom settings that I've got in the game, which I didn't think I had that many, and I didn't think I customized it that much. Thank God I didn't, and most of it actually is the original OG. However, there are some things like the arrow keys that I have added in, and I have to keep setting them back every single time. So, and obviously the music turns itself back on, and some other things. Everything. Make sure there's no things dropped there. No, I swear I've dropped things before and not realised and lost it recently. Not on about when I first started. I obviously did back then, and I hadn't realised they were dropping. So, just this one more to do, and then gotta crack this on off. It's so annoying having to do this every week. I'll wait till they bring the containers in. Okay, that's, I think, everything emptied from here. The only other thing I need to get are the 2 wind traps. Get them. Obviously, glad then. I was expecting that to fill up and around to run and get the things before they despawn. They didn't despawn that fast, but no, my luck, I'd forget where I put it. Oops. Just lost a bit of health. I think it's not that much of a job. Okay, I think that is all our utilities now. Actually, no, actually it's not. I need to keep 2 back, but we've also got these lovely little generators. I think 3 keeps all of the shields up, pellet shields up, so we can get rid of all but 3. actually have obviously the same amount on the other side, which is one. If you're wondering like why it hasn't gone down, and I took away more than 3, it's because there's actually the same amount on the other side. So I can take all the one on one side and then just leave 3 of them still actively on, and that should keep everything running still, just while we do the runs in case a storm comes along. Okay, so I should take one more out. That should leave us enough power. No reason I'm 74 if I take another. Well, I can take another 100 out. Yeah, I'll take another 100 out. We'll just run with what we need. Oh, this. Yep, set up. But I like. Only like 25, and I could take another one down. Okay, so what have we got in here? That's way more than what I can carry in a currently. So when you got the new, or when they bring in the changes, we'll literally be able to take all of what's here and here in one run. However, at the moment we won't. So we'll take as much as we can. All the small stuff. All the small little things. And at least it looks less, even if it's not. That leaves us 900. So that's pretty, see what's here. It's literally an assault ornithopter at the moment. It's just how much stuff, and that's just like, so to build all your little points for all your utilities and your refineries, pretty much need an ornithopter, or 2 ornithopters for all of that stuff. So for all your utilities, including your big refineries, that's 4 assault ornithopter trips at the moment. That'll be 2 in future once they bring the patch out. Can't wait for this patch. I can't wait for the patch after that that actually brings out the actual patch I really want them to bring out, which is the one that will give us the storage box that you can carry out here in a carrier, which I always thought a carrier should be able to carry a box or something. I'm really surprised that was never a thing to start with, but it isn't, but it will be, and I can't wait for it to be, as much as everyone else. So yeah, over this week I'm gonna get the rest of the components. Hopefully, I need to go out and do some more spice sand harvesting. So tomorrow in stream we'll be doing plenty of harvesting. Well, yeah, assuming I get the actual base up fast enough, which depends on whether they fix the blueprint or not, because last week I was going to do it and then ran into tons of issues. So I was going to stream last week you've been able to see the new base, but you've actually seen it the opposite way around. You've not even seen it fully built, but that's fine. This week, you wouldn't have seen it fully built anyway, because I didn't put all of the little decorations and stuff up. Where my actual blueprint copy has tons of like the Harkonnen symbols, and like I put a little bit out of it. Like you see in the little container next to the normal container, with the bike container type thing, and yeah, I put a little bit of that out, but only because it looks a bit odd not having it next to when I'm used to seeing it with it next to. So, but yeah, this week I actually had to manually put it all together. The graphics finally catch up. Hopefully this stream is okay as well, as I had noticed since I've turned up to 4K, there's a lot more demand on stream and stuff like that, so I noticed that it was very juddery on the recording I had, and also the online version wasn't too great either. I am seeing less errors now on the stream, but there might be still issues with it, so I do apologise if it is still not right. Oops. Do not go out that one. Just use a ton of fuel stuff on boost. Yeah, so if the stream isn't too well, I will be keeping an eye on it and trying to fix it on the fly, mainly after I finish doing the main stream. Might just have a check to see what it looks like. Make sure it is half running alright. It actually looks alright. I'm half surprised. It actually looks really good. So looks kind of like one of the best. So I must have the settings half decent for once. Okay, we'll empty this stuff out. Essentially need, I think once I get that next run done, all the stuff the base needs to make the shell can just go out one run, so we are literally probably on, like, this should be only have to do 2 more runs, I hope. Need to put it in a way so that I remember what's the stuff that actually used to go out first. I try and separate it out as much as I can. That stuff is not related to it. That's just the stuff that was in the recycling bin. That. we need these? Not sure. I'm going to have to think about. I'm going to put them in there now. I'm pretty sure these aren't part. Like this. That definitely isn't. That's not. Tell you what, that is from. And that's the same as this. That needs to be taken out as well. That should all be stuff that needs to go out first. This stuff was stuff that was in the buggy, and I hadn't realised I'd left stuff in the buggy. So when I set the buggy apart, I noticed, oh, it's dropped something, and I was like, oh no. Effectively, yeah. As you can see, I've got tons of batteries because now that I've got a buggy, well, I take the buggy out there. The buggy gets batteries like nobody's business. So yeah, it's good for this base because I can bring them back, even though they do take up quite a room. I'm probably doing a run when I am bringing them back sometimes, but I don't mind that because it's a hell of a lot easier to get batteries out in the deep desert than it is up here.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
The main problem is I didn't have much room left. I just literally ate up tons of room. So this is all stuff that's come from the deep desert that should go back out to the desert, but our titanium will probably stay here because that's almost a ship by itself, at least at the moment. That stuff will drop. Yeah, like that doesn't need to go back. Check to make sure we haven't got anything left anymore. Salt copter. Do have one thing which we would have, wouldn't we?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Sandstorm approaching. Lovely. The sandstorm approaching. Oh, it's not. I was going to say it's probably the sandstorm that's the big sandstorm in the deep desert, but it's not. You know, it just gives you warnings about that. God knows why. I don't think I'll be able to outrun that. Looks a bit too close. By possibility I could. No, it's a bit too close. We'll wait. Yeah, so they weigh quite a lot, as you can see, 30 for all of these main components. I was surprised how many components you need for this. So I was like building that and I was thinking, yeah, it shouldn't take too long to do this. I was aware it had like 4 wings on either side. What I wasn't aware of was like you've got to build 2 of these. You've got to build 1 of them. You've got 2 tails that you've got to build. I was like, I thought you only had to build 1 of these side things and 1 tail. So yeah, wow, it's like, and I've still got the engine to build and the generator to build. It's like, and all of that's pretty much 200 spice melange to make all those components. That doesn't include all the metal that you need as well, which is the plasnantium. So you need probably, it's like 100 plasnantium per of these big ones. These ones, I think there were 20 maybe or something like that. They're not so much, these ones, but these, oh my god, these just literally rape you with resources required to build them. So yeah, I thought, oh yeah, probably do like 1 like big spice thing and drop that in the large spice thing, get my 200 spice melange, and that'll probably pretty much build most of it, if not all of it. Nope, doesn't even build half of it. Because by the time I do the other half of that, I'll still have 2 more components to build, which will be about 100 spice melange worth. So altogether, you probably need about 500 spice melange in order to make that ornithopter. I haven't obviously done the complete maths on it, but I'm being very generally close to where I think it is. Like, it doesn't really bother me too much. It just means more time to have to bring it all together. And the water, and yeah, it's the water that kills you. I have to wait half the time for the water to keep regenerating, because obviously I'm doing the slow approach rather than death stills, because the death stills are it's then getting bodies out here, which means bringing more stuff out here, which, yeah. When the big boxes come along, the storage boxes, I think we'll be laughing. I'm just hoping to like hold at least 10,000, if not more. Like, I can imagine alliances really want in a really big amount, so I'm really hoping that these things carry a really significant amount of stuff. But I have heard that you should be able to take them through that main map as well, because at the moment, if you're carrying anything, you can't carry anything with the carrier into the deep desert. So you can only carry it like once you're actually here, which is kind of a bit counterproductive in my opinion. So yeah, this new container is going to be a game changer. Although even them increasing the assault ornithopter to 2,000 is going to be a nice help. At least it means half the amount of trips. Rather than my current 8 trips, however many trips I'm making, I'll only have to make 4. Okay, let's go and see what we need to take this time. I think I should have just switched it all in the assault copter this time. I think take all half filled. Maybe see what else I can demolish and start packing. Maybe them. Let's just demolish these. Yeah. think we keep the rest of the stuff here, and then we should be able to just like hammer the. I'll just take the bottom, this part out, but after that we'll leave the rest because we can just come back out and then literally just whack out all the bottom ones and then the whole build all down pretty much. The only thing I'll do is move the container down to the bottom just so I've got the container to move stuff into. Vehicle inventory not empty. What have I got in here? Oh, must be something in the. Oh, there is, isn't there? Did I not empty it? No, I didn't empty it. How annoying! How annoying! Take all. Probably won't be able to fit it all in there, so no way. Well, that's really annoying. Okay, let's stay there. I think I have to do an extra trip just to bring that thing back. Maybe. And you're only seeing part of this as well. You must have to do this every week with everything I put out at you. I thought like I'd done way over half of it before starting the stream. I just thought, oh yeah, probably a few more shirts while the stream. Yeah. Oh well. Cannot wait for them to make the changes to inventory. I will be making a video as well on how to fix the issue for anyone that's experiencing this issue, which there are quite a few people experiencing issues with this game corrupting files, which is essentially why the clean install works, because the clean install just takes away all the problems to allow you to start from fresh. Obviously makes sense. However, the game re-corrupts those files, which is really not great. Every time it wants to do an update, and they do like pushing out hot fixes and stuff that fucking break everything. It also fixes things, but yeah. All I can say so far is I've been very lucky to have not lost anything, but I have seen plenty of posts where people have lost stuff, and Funcom don't ever give any of this stuff back either. So if you lose stuff to a sandworm because your computer is disconnected, and you log back in and you find yourself naked or on a respawn screen, yes, not the best. But I have myself been lucky to avoid it. Oh, and it looks like, oh no, it is still there. That's like, I thought the Chrome event finished. It's like, well, that's supposed to be the second half of the stream. No, it disappeared. It did actually do that. So on the very first day it came out, they didn't even announce it would come out. And it dropped it into the game. But literally, as fast as it was there, after announcing it, it literally disappeared because they had a massive bug that literally despawned everything. I was literally thrown out the server. It didn't even put me back where I was. I was literally other side of the map with no ornithopter because I was outside my ornithopter at the time. It didn't put my ornithopter back in the thing, and I was literally like, how the hell am I supposed to get... I couldn't even get back to my base because I had no money on me, so I couldn't use the taxi service. So I ended up having to like do a run in the starter zone, in the first testing station there. Obviously super easy of a character like this, but beside the point of having to waste an hour. Well, quite an hour. It's about half an hour to get out there, run through there quickly, get about 2,000 Solari, and then I could get a taxi service back over to here, and then use my spare ornithopter to go out and go get the other ornithopter. Wasn't impressed. I would drop these in fast, but it'll probably mix it with the other stuff, so I need to keep it. I have to manually drop them in so I know it goes to the right place, so that I know when I'm taking all this stuff back out, I can take all this stuff out first. Well, semi-first. The stuff I will actually take out first is the stuff that will be taken back after, which actually just reminds me I need to keep that back and that, because that'll be for the building stuff, which I need for the making a shell. That's not needed, or is it? Maybe it is needed. I think it is actually needed for one of the components. Pretty sure you don't need these. I'm going to put it down there just in case. I can't remember whether I mixed them in with something or whether they are actually needed for one of the building or for one of the utilities. I've got 2 items on here, but I want to put them with stuff that's in the ornithopter. What have I got in the ornithopter at the moment? All that stuff can go in here. Need to keep the bricks separated. That's not going to fit in. We're like, it ain't going to fit in. I did come across another bug today actually. Every time I pressed escape, it kept wanting to use dash. Annoyingly. I checked there, make sure that I hadn't assigned a key dash, and I hadn't. So not sure what was going on there. I've also got a garage as well. This stuff's for the garage. That's so that I can build the carrier, because the carrier is huge, like way bigger than I thought it was. Go figure. put all that stuff in here. Yeah, pretty much empty. Good. That in here for now. I'll take it back out because I'm hoping this all fits in the helicopter, but I don't want to take it out in case I have to do another ship just because, yeah, it's basically just best to empty my stuff here and then see whether I can put it back in once we get the rest of the helicopter sorted. So I'm empty. Total helicopter's empty. Okay, this is hopefully the last trip. I'd love to say it's fun, but it's kind of an adventure when you do it the first time. Just to say, after the third time, the novelty's worn off, and this is a painful chore. Still can't see those walls. So I don't know how I've seen plenty of other players and they can see theirs like way far off. I haven't seen any settings anywhere that says you can make those more prominently visible than they are. But for me, they are pretty much invisible until you're right on top of it. This should be hopefully the last time I need to come out to the deep desert until after reset. We'll leave the helicopter outside. So slow, this thing. So slow. It just feels slow. We'll move the container downstairs. Just so we've got something to move stuff into, because yeah, all these blocks will literally rape me when they all drop. And then we'll just, weird. One thing I do want to get, just because it'll take up quite a bit of room probably. Obviously pick that up. I'll go fly this outside in a second, but I just want to pick up these.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, 1 hour away. I don't fear a sandstorm right now, but I don't think it's a main sandstorm. I hope it's not anyway. Is. Oh well. Quickly get this thing down. Let me do it. Could have just put it straight in a helicopter, but I'm not sure just how much room it's going to take up. So way under what we carry in the helicopter, so that's good. I think that is everything. I just need to put it all in the helicopter. That's the one thing I like about this, is the fact you can do this and just literally still drop it in. Even though the helicopter is theoretically outside the land. Against what, which means there's something here. And in the sky. Oh yeah, those things that should, well, what you see it drop and it put it all in a little kind of, like, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes that if you have something that's stored in something and it's on a certain level, it will actually just drop where it is rather than drop on the floor. So you can see like those containers and they'll be like hanging in suspended like wherever the item was. Quite so well. And that is it. All the stuff in the helicopter now, in the assault helicopter, I leave in here because this will be the first, effectively the first run I run out with. So obviously I'll add up the other plus 19 blocks and put them in here as well, and then just fill up the assault helicopter so that it is full when it comes out for the first trip. But at least I've got all the stuff that I know that I need for the base, just so that I can get that, what we've actually taken down now, I can get that up first and then slowly bring everything else out. And then the good old days in the future, it will be just hopefully the one trip. I'm hoping, once you can carry a container in a carrier. I've got a feeling when I play back this recording that I've got, if the recording is bringing up all these errors, because that's what I found out actually before when I was doing the stream. I found the actual online stream was fine. But when I went to look at my recordings, that should be the high definition of what should be on the online stream. Yeah, let's just say they weren't doing too well. I barely even had a frame per second. Never mind, like 60 frames per second. So I have turned down the bandwidth on my recordings, hoping that will take away the errors, although I'm still getting errors. So, and as the online stream's okay, I am guessing that they are struggling still, the recordings. Not too bad. I'm only like 6 minutes behind time. At least our first hit is literally just over the road. See where that gun is? That's literally one of the chrome things that we'll be going for. I already do have one of the items that you can get from the vendor. Well, like the minigun. Otherwise I should have parked it actually where the assault copter should be, because where that is, that's actually meant for my carrier, and my carrier will just about, I think, fit up there once it's built, but when you're actually building it, it wants a lot more space than what you can fit in. So effectively I'm having to put, I've got a garage that is for the deep desert just so I can build it. So that's what pretty much all the stuff I need to build the shell. And the low grade, yeah, that'll be enough to get it just up and started. Enough, hopefully, for me to be able to make some more low grade and then get all the other ones set up and that, which is what I normally tend to do. Just put up enough to get it all started, protected, and then start hauling everything else out there that I need to actually operate things, and obviously get all the utilities out there, which is 2 runs. Well, 2 runs for the normal ones and 2 more runs for the large refineries. That will also be needed, won't it? And this is the problem. It's like you will get more slots, but not that many more slots. It's not going to be double slots. How if I don't double everything up, and I actually do have it, so that it's obviously these are all 500 and then the max. I think these things all came from that quadrupod, didn't they? Which means I don't have to take them with me. I just know that I've got one of those items mixed in, and I'll literally get out there when I first start building the base, and I'll realise, oh no, I haven't got a component. I'll have to come all the way back just to get the component. As long as I've got those gears up there. Yeah, I've got the gears up there, that's fine. separate, but then I need to put more stuff up here. I suppose I can just, yeah, I don't really need to take that with me. So, anyway. Carbide scraps, I should definitely take them. Then, this stuff can just go in the stuff that can stay here. Okay, we're ready. We can go off and go do some of this stuff. Probably just jump over for first one at least. Oh, that wasn't the best. Retard. Oh, I'm just not having a good day this today. Pressing the wrong button. Gee, like, is this like bogged out or what? Go for it.
Identify yourself.
Grenades at me? That's what we're after. Those chrome cargo things. You can also blow these up as well. I'll show you just so you know what it looks like. Carry one of these things around now rather than carrying a big cutter array, because these, well, cost nothing. And it saves an expensive like Mark 5 or Mark 6 cutter array wastage cutting things apart to get into them. It's also actually really good when you're in deep desert as well, because they're quite awkward, the other ones, where this is more handheld, so it's far better. Down there. So I've got the most expensive, or yeah, the one that cost the most of those cargo things, which was 35 to get a miniature version of one of these guns. When I say miniature, it literally is. It's just a little desk size ornament, pretty much. Although I did actually find a way of actually making it look like you could use them for like guns that you could put in your base, but I put them around the door to my deep desert base, but I found then that, well, effectively there wasn't enough room to get through when I was in a buggy, so I had to take it apart rather annoyingly. And the most annoying part is you only get generally one of those cargo things. Like I got 2 out of 1 box, but you generally only get 1. So it means you have to hit these at least. Well, for the rest of the stuff I need to get, I've got 3 more items I need to get the. So the other items you can get is like you can get a gun and some other things. Each one of those they take like 1,000. So yes, it's a bit time consuming how to do this. Just going around trying to find those guns. They respawn every 40 minutes as well, so you can find them, kind of go around the whole map and hit them all, but yeah, 60 is how many more I need. Well, not quite 60 anymore, but effectively 60. Go around. Where's the other one? I've got 4. Just another 56 to go. These things that normally firing at you as well. A bit annoying. Oh wow, 1 shot killed 2 of them. Oh, I love it. First time I've ever done that. They must be like stood on top of each other. Where's the box? Guns, more guns, where are you? The last time I died, well, I say I died, last time I did this and the server crashed and I literally had to, yeah, grind an area because it put me in some weird place that I wasn't able to get back to because I had no buggy or my helicopter or anything. It was just over there. Obviously I'm very reluctant to go over there again, just in case it does it again. These things keep attacking you. Happens to too. When I was in the air. Maybe I've seen things. Pretty sure I've seen people before. 3 guns around here. That's one. There's the other one. Those guns actually as well, you wouldn't think their ammo's actually would affect your ornithopter, but I have seen a video of a person who did actually get hit by one. And it did blow up their ornithopter, but it did knock it out of the sky a bit. One, two, oh there's the one. You know, I've seen 3 of them. Just couldn't remember which ones they were on. They are really painful having them up on you as well, because these guys fire at you, so... Oh, is anyone here? Take that. Quick free wall without having to kill anyone. I'll stay on the main land where it's easiest to get to in case I do have to get back there. And do I have any money on me? Yeah, I've got 5,000, it's alright. Nine. Hey, what's up? There's a lot of people better than me with regards to using the claw hook. I have got better at using it, but yeah, it's still not the best. Still admire one particular player who literally was just PvPing with it to an extent that I was just like, wow, they are good. Is that a gun firing or is a gun firing at here? Over there. Just look out for the little missiles that's firing out. What the hell? There's one in a rock. Can't even see it. Is it in the rock? Or is it like... It's probably why that I couldn't see the other one. That is firing out of a rock. That's literally in a rock. If you can get down in. Yeah, That's attack dead. Can't even see it. There's one over there. I can see that one. They spawned it in a rock. Oh my god, there's nothing in the container. Oh my god, what's going on? Things really having me off. Got one spawning in rocks, and then it's got other ones that just literally have nothing in the container. Awesome. This game cheats like hell. Top of the rock. That looks like another one that's actually in the rock. Yeah, that's probably in the rock. I think some of these are supposed to be on top of the rock, but they've somehow maybe glitched through. No idea. Game. It's done its thing. Let's see if we can. I've got a little trick that sometimes works. That might sometimes get it to throw an error. Like that. The timeout query error. Which means that I don't have to restart the game. I'll show you how to do that as well. It's not a hack, but it's certainly doing something I don't think you should have to do. And it doesn't always work either. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Just give me some of this time. Kicked me off a game and then didn't give me anything. I would not be happy. Okay. I haven't got that one. Although that's really high up, so probably that's a ton of fuel to get up there. Wide up there for free. Oh, this is high up. I think I've been up here once before. So I was like, ooh, this is like super high, and you can get to it. It is such a high altitude though, it's like, yeah, you're literally at the limits of what it lets you almost even glide up. The sandstorm. I hope it's not coming this way. We get over there. Get some decent stuff from this one. Oh my god, it hasn't as well. It's literally just got this far. God, you didn't actually fire it. Game is literally bugged. Like, how many times do I have to fire a shot directly at its freaking head and it doesn't even fucking register? Where's my damn okay? Oh, this game is so annoying. I have given it a review, and I have actually had to not recommend this game. Not in its current state. I just can't recommend the game. It's just as bad as this game is. Bugs that it's got in it at the moment. Has great potential. Just not a recommended game. In its current form. I couldn't put someone through the frustration of trying to come onto this game if they're just like look at it and go, yes, this looks like a really good game, and it is. But just the Funcom bugs. If the game actually worked out the bugs, it would be a very awesome game, and it generally is. I don't mind being frustrated. Like I should have what? How many boxes have we been to now? I haven't added a box in there, but 3 boxes, so you should be on a 14, but we're not. We're on the 11. Get some more guns around here. You haven't spawned them in rocks. Where's your buddy gone? Wow, didn't know he's that. There's one on the very top of this. I don't know, because they do change the respawn area of where these guns are, so I'm used to like these positions in it being in a slightly different position, which is why half these are in the rocks, which I've not seen, to be fair. But generally they spawn pretty well. Since today, there were a load that are stuck in rocks. Bizarrely. Like they've rushed out an event before it was really ready. There's 3 guns around here, so that's good. Hopefully they all have chests like loot, and not ones that are empty. If I can get 20, then we'll go to Hagar Village. Actually, not Hagar Village. Harpoon Village. And we'll go and see the vendor. Did someone just fire at me? I felt like I got moved. 13. Game. Like. Hard at me. That actually hurt quite a lot. One more. That's as close as it is. I think I'll just fly over that. Easier. In the raiding. Where's your friend? Okay, that time was actually really bad aim, but the previous time I bloody wasn't. Only need 4 more. 4 more and we can then go to the village. Yeah, we've done that one. Let's use this sniper. Need 3 more now, I think. Three more. I think it's 20 you need. Or is it 25? Probably good 25 now. I'm having second thoughts. We'll leave with 25 because I don't want us to go there and find out I had 5 too short. Oh, loose. There's a go for it. I don't tend to like to take these unless I see it go down, purely because I don't know how long it's been down here, and after so long of them being down here, the worms come. But I can't see a worm. See it. Best. I use everything. I'm not seeing any worms yet, which is positive to a certain degree. What normally happens as well is you can get they'll drop some enemies out here. They're in a worm. But we're not getting a warning sign. I do hear a worm. Yeah, there's a worm. There's a worm warning. Warning over there. The worms are there. I reckon that's gonna get swallowed now. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back down. People who get eaten go back down now to try and see if they could get that, but I just feel like there's gonna be a worm that's gonna pop up. If it wasn't the fact the worm literally leaves you butt naked and will literally take everything off you, I would risk it, but it's just no point when you literally could lose everything. When I came here the other day, there was literally like a ton of guns on the top of this table. Not even one gun on this thing. Get some aluminium things from here. I don't get any. Usual. Normally you can get some spiced aluminium from there. You two people. What? The life? We definitely killed you. Are you gonna do that? What is that there? I'm gonna go back there for a second. Where's my shield? Why is my shield not working? Could be that I've repaired it and not taken it off. Another bug I've noticed is actually when you have something that's completely broke and you repair it, if you don't remove it and put it back on, it for whatever reason doesn't work. But now I've actually just remembered, I know what it'll be. It's because I haven't set the key for it. Like one of those things that because I've had to reset the game, I forgot I need to reset. That's one of the things I need to reset. Now I have a shield. Yay. Okay. One gun done. Gun over there, but I don't want to go over there because that's radiation. We've got 19. This one looks relatively new because there's, well, flames. Oh no, that's not good. That's very bad. God, that worked. That's spawned us outside, and if a worm comes along, we'll be eaten. This is why everything I do at the moment is high risk when I've got a game that literally will kick you out because something's not fucking working properly. I'd rather like stay away from, in case that does happen again, try and stay over this sort of area. Too much of a risk that if I get a crash and then can't get back in fast enough, a worm will come along and eat us. A weird place. I think there's a gun on the outside of this. There looked like there was, but there isn't. There's one over there, so we'll go over to that. There's a worm. Trying to kill a move. I definitely seen 2 people on here a second ago. So weird, this game. Despawning things. Okay, I need 5 more, and if we get 5 more, then I know we've got definitely enough. Although I'm pretty sure it's 20. 20 or 25. We'll go with 25. We get 5 more and then we'll go. Yeah, I expect to just jump off for suicide or something. There's definitely 2 that were in a minute. I seen one pop off, but I thought it was actually coming down to run after me. One of those chasers. So I've got to come give me a... So annoying. We definitely haven't been here before. Not to this one. Not today. Been this side. Why? "22. I only need 3 more. 3 more." There's a gun there, but there's also one of those annoying warships. Anyway, so be good going. Three, 2 more. I think it's still going away. Only 1 more. You know what, I reckon they spawned through here. It's a bit weird that they were like randomly at the bottom of the road of the thing where you'd normally expect them to be on that thing, but yeah. I think we've got everything now. We've got like 25, which is at least enough for one of those things. There's a wormy. Tell you what, when you're in my situation at the moment, I am so nervous going across desert where I don't need to. Especially when I'm getting more crashes than normal, which I have done today. Get out to the world map. I'll go down to Arco Village. And go see the vendor. And get my second item. So you can get 5 items, I think, together, if I remember rightly. I got the most expensive item first because I just thought, yeah, let's just get the hardest one out of the way to start with, and then everything else is easier from that point onwards. And our vendor is right down, just by the trading area. There's a guy that's standing here on the right.
I see you.
He also gives you some missions as well. I've obviously done all of those missions, but you can also get these items. So I've got, this is what the first one I got, which was 35, and they are 20 and 25. So we will get, I actually want to get sword, but as these are more expensive, I tend to go with the more expensive first. So we'll go with the tech rifle first. Let's hit customization. So let's have a look at what it's like. Oh, that's what it's like. It actually does change the variant. Which obviously I can't get out because you can't get any weapons out in Arco Village. Love her. Check out a bit in a sec. One thing, players have dried back up again. So we did get, from the last patch, a number of people come back and the market came back alive and prices dropped. Yeah, now things are literally not selling. So trying to make money has become very hard again, where it was super easy. Actually, I've just thought, do I need to pay my taxes while I'm here? So they don't come back very often anymore. Unless I'm literally coming like this to do this. I think I actually paid my taxes on Friday, but I can't remember. Let's even find out. You again.
You're back.
No taxes, that's why I've paid them. Okay, fair enough. Um, so we'll get back to my base, I'll show you the gun, and then we'll call that it for today. 2 hours of, I'd say non-stop streaming, but we had a couple of outages. I really did think I'd sorted these issues, but it appears not. Not even with the fresh install. Annoyingly. Actually, I could have just showed you the gun there, but oh well, you have to wait to get back to the base. It's only over the road. I think you go high enough. We'll just about maybe right past. I must be next to the only person, the neighbour, that I actually wanted to move out so that I could actually take his land. And yep, he's still there. He or she. Okay, so let's have a look at this gun. That's it. Chrome gun. In Harkonnen colours. But yeah, chrome gun. Like I could change it so that it's not in Harkonnen colours. If you want to see it in its original form. There you go. Nice beigey and orange colour gun. Yeah, not bad, not bad. It's just obviously a lip variant, isn't it? Can't say I'd want to keep it like that, but now that I know they are just variants and they aren't actually chrome guns, well, I know not. I might not want to go for the rest of the guns. I'm honest, or the sword, because the sword would probably, I can't imagine it being that nice, but we'll see. We'll see what mood I feel like. Anyway, thanks very much for today. As you can see, we still are having some issues with regards to the game and it having the problems with it timing out, which is caused by the battle eye. I will continue to try and find proper long-term fix for it if there is one, other than obviously just changing the game and going back to maybe GTA 5, which we'll do probably at some point soon. But in between now and then, if you're interested and love the actual content, then do consider subscribing. This is Lou out, and have a lovely evening. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.